Good morning. It is Thursday, November 20th, 2025, back here for Daily Shake Up. Time to shake up our thinking about leadership, about life, relationships, about everything and everyone around us. And today I want to talk about time and assets and returns. Now, if I asked you, what's your most valuable asset? Most of you would get it immediately and say it's your time. You might talk about things or people that are important to you, but when you think about assets, you would think about time. And yet, knowing that too often, well, too little of the time, pun intended, we focus on the wrong perceived asset. We think about ROI, return on investment, and we tend to think of that investment as money. But what if we looked at that investment as time? And what if instead of thinking of it that way, we got even clearer and said, well, let's look at the return of my time. Where am I investing my time? Am I getting the return that I want and desire from that? And a lot of times we're not. So many times I hear people talking about saying, well, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to attend that. I'm not going to participate in that because it costs too much money. If you say that, I'm going to tell you almost every time you are asking and answering the wrong question. The question is not about how much it costs, it's about how much time you have. Now, you may say, well, because it costs a lot of time, that means it also is not worth or a lot of money, it's also not worth my time. I don't think that's true at all. I think there are some things that are absolutely worth our time, a great potential return on our time, but we don't pursue it, we don't engage with it because we're labeling it as too expensive in terms of money. Now, the opposite is also true. You may be putting so much time into something that the cost also does not justify it. But then when we talk about the return we get on certain things we did, we'll say, well, I got XYZ business from this thing that I engaged in. And, it cost me $500 over the course, say being a part of a group, it cost me $500 and I got five or 10 or $20,000 of revenue from that activity. That's a great return on $500. But then you say, well, wait a minute, but how much time did you put in? Well, I invested 100 hours in it. Huh. So, okay, that's cool. But what's your return on time now? How often are you looking at the return on time? How often are you making decisions based upon the anticipated or likely probable return on time invested? My guess is not enough, and it's time to spend as much time, if not more time, looking at and answering the question, what's the return on your time, as it is on what's the return on your money? Because you told me right at the beginning, your most valuable asset is your time. So let's not just manage it. Let's pay attention to it and let's make decisions based upon our time as much, if not more, than investment of our money. That's it. Love to hear your thoughts on my thoughts. Give us a like, a share, a comment, spread the word. Let's get the conversation happening in our communities to transform and amplify leadership and our outcomes.